As far back as 2012, almost all animators were screwed by YouTube's own algorithm. But ever since 2016, some animators rose to fame and caused a huge explosion in the animation community. But for some reason, there are some people that think there are too many animation channels on YouTube. But what's even worse is that the audience themselves are setting so many unreasonable statements that are either just stupid or just straight up rude. Even as an animator myself, this hugely affects me. Let me just start off by saying, for all of you that are saying that there's too many animation channels, or you're just a copycat, or saying any other negative thing on the site, you're completely wrong, and there are reasons why you are. So that's why today I'm going to make a full argument to explain why none of this negative stuff is true, but also to explain what we can do to fix this problem. Plus, as a bonus, I'm going to explain all of this using a whiteboard and some good old stick figures. So let's explain the problems that are going on. Number 1, you're not specific enough. So to put this in perspective, there are many subcategories of animation out there, and whenever you say there are too many animation channels, I feel like you're talking about animation in general, rather than a specific category you've seen. Let's start off with the art category of animation. There are 3 types of animation: 2D animation, stop motion, and 3D animation. The majority, of course, is 2D. Some use stop motion, and no one ever really uses 3D. So under 2D animation, there are 2 subcategories of the art used: the cartoony and the realistic style. Today, most people use the cartoon style, so we'll make 3 subcategories of that: the marshmallow or bubble people, the stick figure, and actual people. I think the marshmallow or bubble type of art is what most people tend to look as a problem. But you've got to understand that even the most popular animators today have gotten inspiration of this from other popular people. And those who got inspiration from those animators are looked as the art style that people debate on. And it really does seem a bit overrated, since other animators are using almost the exact same style used from other popular animators. This is the point where most people think that there's too many animators. And I think that they should instead say that there's too many people having the exact type of marshmallow or bubble people art style used before. So to fix this, maybe we can add a new gimmick to the characters, like a special clothing everyone wears, more interesting body layouts, or unique facial expressions. Now let's move on to the genre category of animation. The 3 subcategories of animation are storytelling, comedy sketches or films, and educational content. So the storytelling one is a big deal breaker here, where as soon as some animation channels rose to fame in this type of content, a huge amount of people tried to follow along too. In fact, that's the majority of YouTube. But that doesn't really mean that there's too many animation channels. The real problem is the topics that relate to the subcategory. There might even be subcategories of storytelling, like school, work/detail, or any random personal experience. And there really are too many animators making the same exact topic. Do you know how many animations I've seen with just school in the title? I've even made a joke about this in my every single type of YouTube animator video. But not only that, there have been too many remixes of other people's animation. One example of this is Jaden Animation's video about random thoughts. First, the Odd Ones Out did his own version of his, then something else YT also did his own version of this, and then immediately I'm seeing so many other animators do the exact same type of thing. But I still don't think this is the part where there's too many animators, but more of too many of the same exact animation topic. And to be honest, I think the animators just need to branch out a bit with some more interesting topics. But next time, be specific about the problems with the animation channels, and the rest of us can deal with their own thing. Number 2, comparing other YouTubers. Look, there are always animators, including myself, who get comments saying stuff like, "You're just a copycat," or "You're just a ripoff," when they never even take the chance to fully know the animators. In fact, I've also joked about this problem in my every single type of YouTube animator video. And the problem with this is that most people would just look at 2 similar videos, or with the same topic, and say that the newer video, or the one with less views, that it's just a complete copy or ripoff of the other one. But you always gotta keep in mind that the one with less views usually has a different story made, and at the same time was probably inspired by the other animation. Sometimes people are even brainwashed from other videos to think negatively to others. It's called witch hunting, so please don't do that. And it's actually kind of surprising that YouTube gamers don't get this type of negativity. I mean, take a look at Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They both are YouTube gamers, they play almost the same games, and they both make the same type of content. So why do people not think that they're copycats? Now, you might think it's their personality, but what truly makes up their personality is engagement. They both do it in a unique and different way. And that's what most people consider them to be unique in every way, and they're not copycats. If the audience would just think more carefully from knowing animators or animations, they could finally stop annoying the animation community for once, and they can turn it into a more helpful one. Number 3, lack of quality or effort. Making animations takes a huge amount of time, and YouTube's algorithm is designed to screw high-quality short videos, which I also made this situation in my every single type of YouTube animator video. But the huge debate over the animation community is the way we animate things. And it's really dumb if you ask me. Let's be honest, none of us really draw like Disney. And making simple animations not only saves time, but also allows longer videos to be made in a shorter amount of time. And that was the key ingredient that led to an explosion to the animation community. But simple animations can still look good. And most of the animations on YouTube don't even have to be drawn frame by frame, which saves a huge amount of time animating. So it isn't really more like drawing, it's all more like moving a puppet. This is what I've used throughout my channel. I developed this simple and minimalistic stick figure animation style, and it allowed me to make animations in literally a week or two, even if I had school. But it doesn't really matter that much about the visuals, it's all about the story. And it's true, because I made an animation proving to people that anyone can make a great animation even if it's literally just a bunch of squares. And that video still got a lot of compliments. So it all shouldn't matter too much how we animate, because it's not that we're rushing on the animations, it's all just the perfect style we created, and we use it because that's the way we prefer it. Number 4, making the same type of content. It's quite interesting from all this negativity with animators how people think we do the same exact type of content. But here's the truth. That's pretty much the point to get subscribers. They subscribe for a specific content they watch, and it's just how we stay consistent with some new ideas down the line. After all, if people actually want more of our content, we're just going to have to keep our style going. But it's not literally the same exact type of content, because we naturally improve and change our style, even though it looks as if anything has barely changed. But this is the same deal with me. I kept the same stick figure style for years, but I still tried to improve myself and do a few experiments around my channel to see what works or not. Whether it's the ideas that I make up, how I draw and animate, or how I voice act everything. And it's always changing over time naturally. This is the same thing all the animators do, but people still think it's the same exact type of content. But there are indeed some animators that don't show any change or improvement in the videos. And all they have to do is to spice things up or show some cool gimmicks to the story. But the same content we make is really just what we truly want to do for ourselves. Just like I developed a love for simple stick figure comedy sketch animations. So for these reasons, I basically defended myself and others to why all this negativity the audience stated is false. But there is reason why I myself do think there are too many animators, or why the animation community should change for once, and that is competition. In today's generation, there are so many animators on YouTube, but most of them not being able to succeed on their own. But one of the main reasons why animation channels are writing along story time specifically is because everyone saw people collaborating and getting more views than they did normally. And this is a problem because there are countless animators asking for collaborations from other popular YouTubers to become popular. In fact, I've also joked around this in my every single type of YouTube animator video, but most of them get rejected or never get anything back. I myself have asked for collaborations a few times before when I had like 100 or 200 subscribers, but I either got rejected or never got anything back. And it was at this point after where I realized to myself, well, you're on your own, buddy. But this was actually a good thing because I was constantly researching the algorithm and finding some useful tips and tricks online to be better able to succeed without any help from big YouTubers. So I applied all this stuff I learned and made a video about the 2DS XL and the 3DS XL because the 2DS XL was getting popular, and later one on the Nintendo Switch versus the 3DS XL. And when these were uploaded around summer 2017, they exploded. It got hundreds of thousands of views over time, and my videos were getting ranked up in search and were getting recommended on other people's videos. And at the same time, it all let me gain a huge amount of subscribers in a very short time. And all I did was choose a good topic that was highly searched but didn't have many videos about them. So the main problem here is that there's too many people asking for collaborations from other YouTubers, and I think what they should do instead is to experiment on their own to see what makes their videos more discoverable. And for those who need help, I would recommend making topics that are highly searched but is less competitive. because it is the easiest way to get discovered on YouTube on your own. In the end, there are not too many animators on YouTube. The main reason we animators started making animations is because that's what we really love to do. Just saying that there should be less animators would mean less content for us to enjoy, and we shouldn't take that direction. It shouldn't matter what people say negatively or positively. What matters is our purpose from continuing risks, eating up time, or sacrificing choices to make content we and the audience would enjoy. But in the end, we not only find our true talent, but we find out why we keep posting amazing content.